Hello everyone, I'm David Guerrero and welcome back to another video here on Many Ways Films. Just so you know, the shots that you're gonna be looking at were shot in the Mikey 25mm 2.0, the Mikey 35mm, and also the Rokinon 2.2. In my opinion, great lenses, but not the best talking about chromatic aberration or sharpness, but definitely great lenses. Since I bought the camera, my first opinion was that it was really small actually, and it was something that I really liked. I came to realize that this camera is something that you can pretty much rig out as you want. It's pretty much like a transformer or a Lego. You can make this camera look however you want, and what is really cool about this camera having a micro four thirds sensor is that you can pretty much add a speed booster. You can use full frame lenses, you can use micro four thirds lenses. First of all, the camera is small. Personally, I like it. I don't know what it's made of, but it's very rough. I mean, it's a strong material, so I wouldn't be scared that I dropped it and it broke in pieces. Yeah, it might get damaged from inside, I don't know. I don't think it will with this kind of body, so don't drop your camera, be careful. But it seems like a really rough camera and very resistant, kind of like the camera that you can use as a weapon. It's pretty lightweight. It's not really heavy. Even after putting the lens, the battery, and the top handle grip, the monitor, it's not that heavy. It's pretty much as heavy as the D850, and I would say maybe even less. People complain a lot about the buttons on the top, but you also have monitors, or even if you have an iPhone, you can pretty much control the whole camera. The camera comes with an antenna which works on a pretty good amount of range, but you can also purchase another antenna for $15, and that will give you a bigger range, just so you know. Probably what you've been waiting the most for, it's the image quality. For me, it's just incredible. I'm gonna say there's different compressions on this camera. The one that I'm using right now, it's ProRes high quality, or HQ. That's what I think it is. I haven't looked it up, so I've been using ProRes HQ, and I think it's one of the greatest 4K you're gonna see. If you have a 4K display, man, it's just sharp and it's beautiful. It's not those digitally sharpened, it's actually 4K, and it looks really nice. I'm gonna do an example. I don't have a lot of macro shots or detail shots, so I'm gonna use this 25mm. As you can see, it's pretty sharp, and I think it's a really nice lens. But yeah, this camera is just has the greatest quality. I have a Nikon C6. As you can see here, I've been recording on my left, and both are great cameras in 4K, and I think they're pretty much similar on their qualities, but I just like the looks of the C-Cam. Other thing that I think pretty much every one of us likes is being able to record at a higher frame rate, as 120 up to 160. This camera actually has 240 frames per second, but I wouldn't use it. I don't think it's better than 160, or there's a big difference. I don't know why, so don't even bother on using it. It doesn't even have that great of a quality. But 160, 150, 120, pretty much any others you have on this camera, they're great. You can do it in 4K, so you have a lot of detail. Of course, you have to use it on a different compress file option, which is gonna be H.265, and I don't really like it a lot, especially because it's a little bit slow to work on the computer. I can tell you my computer is pretty fast. I don't know why H.265 is just always a problem. I have to put my files on the computer and have them render, and then I can use it as an MP4 file, and that's how I get it to work. But it's just hard. They just recently have their update actually, and it's pretty good. I personally liked it. So those were the things that I liked about the C-Cam. I don't think you're gonna like this camera if you just want to have a camera to hold, kind of like a DSLR where you have your screen and you just have it outside with you and no one really much looks at you, and you can go to the mall and just have it there. But if you want to use this camera on more professional projects, want to make short films, even YouTube videos, have it on a still, or even having it outside, you're not gonna be disappointed. This camera is gonna be great. I don't have a lot of complaints on this camera other than H.265, and I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not really a super affordable camera or a consumer camera, but at the same time it is. We're talking about a cinema camera, and I think anyone wanting to go for cinema, you're not gonna become a filmmaker. I'm not a filmmaker for having this camera. It's just gonna give you the experience of a filmmaker, and I think that's great. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me, what do you think about this camera? Thank you for subscribing. If you didn't like the video, just give it a thumbs down. I want to know if you didn't like it. If you watch it all and you didn't like it, I want to know your opinion. I want to know what the people that are watching these videos think about it. It's just fun. And again, I appreciate you guys, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.